Hey guys, welcome to Trello 101. I guess this is kind of 101 part 1 of 3. I didn't want to smush everything together and kind of be overwhelming or you try to figure out what I was talking about. So I wanted to really break it down to basics. So this one will just be about you building your boards. There won't be any fancy features or anything like that. Once you have a really good foundation of boards and teams, you'll be able to really work with that. So the first thing I want everybody to do on your Trello account is if you'll go ahead and press that plus sign right there and a drop down, and you want to hit create personal team. You want to go ahead and name this team. This team is going to be the division of your business or your life. So you could have your business there. If you have multiple businesses, you could have a team for each business. If you just have one business, maybe you want a team for your business and a team for your domestic life. And you can go ahead and put that there. I'm going to go ahead and put let's see, team 1. Okay, and then you will get your team page. So if you think of it this way, the team is like your bookshelf and the board is kind of like your binder. So in your business or in your team, you have different binders. So for example, I'll have a binder for my back office stuff. So any taxes, finances, I might have a binder for social media. Maybe I have a binder for my marketing campaign. I could possibly have a binder for my editorial post. So let's go ahead and create a binder for our editorial post. Okay, so if the team is the bookshelf and the board is the binder, this right here is the list. And the list is kind of like the divisions within the binder. So if I had an actual binder, I would probably divide my editorial post up by month. And I would have either a binder or a section for each month. And then if this was my section for January, behind that January divider, I would have, let's say, week 1, week 2, week 3, 4. Oops. Okay. Now this is where Trello really helps you kind of stay organized and together. So in week 1, I can pick a theme that I want to have. So let's say New Year's resolutions. Okay. And with that, I will create a list, like a to-do list for posting a blog. So I'm going to put blog post to do list. Okay. Now here are all the things that I want to make sure I do when I post my blog or I gather the information for my blog. So the first thing I want to have is obviously topics, right? I want to probably find a great title. I want to collect some images. Let's say images for social media, and then images. Oh, let's try that again. because sometimes they're not the same. And then let's say I want to make sure I post to Facebook and post to Twitter, and I want to post to let's say Pinterest. Okay, so those are the things that I want to make sure that I'm going to do every time I do a post. All right, and then the other thing in week 1 that I love about this is that I can add anything. So I can literally go ahead, if I want to add an image, let's say I found an image that I wanted, I can just pop an image in there from my computer, Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, and it'll attach. And right here where it says remove cover, the first attachment that you make will actually show up here. So no longer am I looking for a Word or a folder and a folder and a folder. I can easily go to my team, go to my editorial board, and I have January for week 1, and I know immediately by that image exactly what I'm going to be writing about or gathering information about. I also can tell immediately if I've finished my checklist. Another thing that I love about this is that you can copy your checklist or your card. So I've done it for week 1. So now I want to copy the card and put it in a different list, let's say for February. And boom, it's right there. And then I can just simply go in and edit things. But my same checklist from January is here again in February. I don't have to recreate the wheel. I don't have to think about what I need to do. It's right there for me. I can go right into it and get started. Okay. So here's my recommendation for you if you're just getting started with Trello. I have in my actual board what I call my blueprint team. And that's exactly what it is. It has my blueprint for everything. So I create a blueprint for my editorial post. And I will create, just like I did for the other one, January, Feb. But what it allows me to do is I can just copy this list any place else that I want in Trello. I can move all the cards in the list that I want. I can move it, I can copy it, I can add more cards. So how we had week 1, if I decided, that I didn't get around to it for January, I'll just move it over here. That's it. I don't have to recreate the wheel. I used WordPress, and sometimes I would go ahead and do drafts, but I would have to kind of recreate everything to make it fit where I wanted it to go. This way I can do everything here. I can actually type out of course this is not what it's going to look like, but I can actually type out my blog right here. I can add the pictures that I want to add to it right here, which is great. I don't have to second guess what I'm doing.